Hey Zach, I'm just doing a logical video response to your video on the apparent laws of logic. First of all, you put forward that, well, in your title, that Christianity is logical and that atheism is illogical. Okay, so believing that you have an imaginary friend that can grant you wishes and the person died 2,000 years ago but currently resides inside your chest as well as a billion other people's chests, that's not crazy? That's logical? Right, okay. Whereas atheism, which is usually based on scientific fact and scientific knowledge, that's illogical. Right, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you put forward that these laws are divinely created. Well, not exactly divinely created, but they're divinely somehow there because God thinks logically. So therefore they were passed down to us. Well, okay, let's go through them all. First of all, there's the law of identity. Yeah, the whole rock fish example, I would never ever use that. That just sounds weird. But things have names and classifications. They have tight little groups that they fit into because we give them that. That's about it. That's why they have an identity. That's why a frog is a frog, a rock is a rock, a fish is a fish. Think about it, okay? You have a seed, you have a shoot, and you have a tree. Each of those things can clearly be defined as a seed, a shoot, a tree. Right? But at what point does a seed no longer become a seed and become a shoot? At what point does a shoot no longer become a shoot but a tree? Things, yes, they do have classifications, and things, yes, they're always what they're meant to be, or not meant to be. They're always something or something else. So a frog is a frog, a fish is a fish, yes. But everything has transition phases whenever it's not quite something but not quite something else. Okay, so your second law is law of non-contradiction. Things cannot be and not be at the same time. True-ish. Light is both, well, has both properties of particle and wave. It is wave-particle duality. So it is both a wave and a particle at the same time. Also, things can be perceived as both right and wrong. You believe that homosexuality is an abomination to God. A gay person, however, well, they're not going to think that. Okay, so your third law is law of excluded middle. Yes, well done. There either is a God or isn't a God. You take the option that there is a God, and I take the option that there isn't a God. So then you throw forward, right, well, it's impossible for logic to be a concept of the human mind. Why? And therefore must be from God. Somehow from God. Right. Not really getting that at all, but okay. Again, things are logical because we say they are. A man jumping off a cliff to kill himself, not logical. Why would he do that? It's a crazy idea. In his mind, it was a good idea because his life was crap and it needed to end. Or the only way to save his children was to kill himself or something like that. You also say that some people reject the laws of logic and say they don't exist. Right, and then you say those people are atheists. Right, well, apart from the examples I've given where there are holes in these so-called laws of logic, I would still believe in logic. Logic does exist, and it does have finely tuned things that it goes by, mainly because we say they do. Things are logical, and things have classification, things have identity, things don't contradict because we say they don't. not because there's divine intervention in there. You say the reason that the laws of logic have to be from God and cannot be from humans is because there's no constant 100% truth that comes from mankind. I'm pretty sure that if I went round everyone in the world and had a baby, or a picture of a baby or something like that, and showed it to them, they would all say it's a baby. Obviously there's going to be differences in language, and there may be a gender attached to the baby, so that would be a boy baby or a girl baby. But everyone would be able to say it's a baby. They'd be able to say it's 100% truth, it's a baby. Because we all know what babies look like, the thing is we once were one. So that's an example of 100% truth from 100% of the world. Now, if your laws of logic were 100% logical, there would be no way to refute them. It would be impossible. Therefore they would be accepted by 100% of mankind. Yet I've poked holes in them, and there's plenty of other people who wouldn't agree with them. So how can atheists account for the laws of logic? Well, they're human constructs. They exist purely in the human mind, just as laws of science do, and just as laws of what is attractive. Each person has their own version of what is attractive. Each person has their own laws of what counts as logical, what makes sense to them. However, you say that the laws of logic are divine, and that they come from God. They're not constructed by humans, and probably we won't understand them either. Okay, so how come you're able to definitely say there are 3 laws of logic, no more, no less? And how come you're able to say they are non-changing, forever fixed, constant laws? They are human constructs, and that is about it. So this is no proof for God, and even if it were, why the Christian God? Okay, to everyone, including Zach, comment, rate, subscribe, video responses are appreciated, and I shall see you guys later.